what is most important. If you want to do the spelling and the math, you can, but we're just going to focus the whole time on reading. So you're going to do these words until you know them every day. You might have to watch the video a few times. Constructive. So if we sounded it out, it's constructive. What word do I know like constructive? Constructive. So sometimes T-I-V-E, most of the time it actually makes tiv instead of tive. So like the word additive, we can just try it and say, oh yeah, I know that it's not really a silent E. It's just something there that doesn't do anything. So we're going to remember T-I-V-E oftentimes makes T-I-V sound, tiv. This word, we have an A-L here, which makes ol, and a silent E, which makes the I say its name. Capital eyes, capitalize. This is a sight word. It's easy, and this is its cousin, easier. So they dropped the Y, they changed it to an I, and they added ER. It would also be the same for easiest. They dropped the Y, I call it, change the Y to an I and add EST, change the Y to an I and add ER. This is a sight word. It's discuss. It almost makes sense. Interpret. Interpret. So you have to go back to sounding out the word and picking out the blend, I think. T-I-O-N makes shun. Motion. What word do you know like motion? Motion. So it's almost something that makes sense. This word is blot. Blot. That means to dab something. Disting, ing makes ing. Wish, distinguish. Almost makes sense. OW makes O and ow, so is it below or below? Below. A makes, it says its name because of the E. Locate. What word do you know like locate? Locate. So it's almost making sense, but this O shouldn't be saying its name. So we just memorize that part. This is re, va. The E makes the I say its name, and SE makes S, revise. This is a sight word. It's apply. Did you apply for the job? Contrast. Contrast. This is a sight word. Compare. Evaluate. Oh, it's a silent E. Evaluate. Evaluate. This one's a sight word. It's create. And then we have creation and creative. This is another one of the TIV makes tiv. AR makes R. PH makes F. And this makes the A say its name. So it's paraphrase. What word do you know that's like paraphrase? You may not know the word. Paraphrase. It means if you read something in a book, you're not going to say it back exactly the same way. You're going to say it in your own words. You're going to paraphrase it. This is a sight word. It's declare. This one, de, and the E makes the I say its name. Fine. Define. This one is a sight word. Capable. What word do you know like capable? Capable. This is a sight word. Determine. This one is a sight word. Companion. So sometimes when you have an ION, it makes the sound yun. Companion. This is a sight word. It's identify. Identify. This is a sight word, although, so we have to memorize it. This is a sight word, bachelor. This one has a lot going on, but it actually does make sense. So this E is doing two jobs. It's making the A say its name, and it's doing So it's ache, and then Y makes 3 sounds. It makes ya, E, and I. Baker-y, baker-I, or baker-ya, bakery. S-I-O-N makes shun. So this is compassion, compassion. This one is abnormal, and then A-L makes ol, abnormal. This one is altogether, altogether. A-R makes R, A-L makes ol, carnival, carnival. Okay, next one is CE makes ATE makes 8, and ER makes accelerate, accelerate. This one, the root word, which is the word without the ing, is amaze. This E makes this A say its name. So it's a's, and when you put an ing, you drop the E and you add an ing. Amazing. This word is an makes an, and ce makes s. Balance, balance. Ar makes r, carpet, carpet. This one is E, says its name. This E makes it do so. So it's compete, compete. CE makes s, accept, accept. AN makes an, CE makes s, and we've got a lot going on. AM, an, CE, s. So it's ambulance, ambulance, ambulance. Barely. It's a sight word because A-R-E should never make air, so it just doesn't kind of make sense. This word is also a sight word. It kind of makes sense. A-R makes R, and G-E makes J. So if we sounded it out, it would be carriage. What word do you know like carriage? Carriage. T-I-O-N makes shun, competition, competition. So those are the ones we're going to practice this week, and then you're going to do your 20-minute reads, 3 1-minute each for 20 minutes. We can't change that. We have to do it just like that. I know you don't love it. I get that you don't love it, but it's scientific way to change your fluency, and it works really well, as we saw when you did it before, and your score went up to 100 words per minute. And then if we don't do it that way, it's going to go back down. It's not going to be that way forever. It's just that way now. And then mom or dad or Becky or Ali or whoever's doing your homework with you is going to write down the words that you missed and send them to me. Just take a picture of them and send them to me.